Welcome to SoCal Surf with Dan Nappy. Today, Huntington Beach Pier, south side. A little on the crowded side, but the waves were really good. And let's say probably waist to shoulder high. Occasionally some would come in a little bigger than that. You had to be lucky to be in the right spot. And today I was lucky. I was lucky enough to get quite a few of those larger sets that came in. And in fact, this is a historic day for me. I've been surfing for years, and I have never gone through the pier. And so this was the first time I did. And so it was pretty easy, really. You would think that it would be scarier, but the wave kind of fizzles and kind of goes soft towards the pier, so it barely really breaks inside because the water's a little deeper. And so I went, as I was going towards the pier, I can see the wave was slowing down. But I had enough momentum to bring me into the pier. So I went underneath. I didn't go out the other side, but I was underneath. And it's a little spooky, but the pillars are pretty far apart in Huntington. And so there's not much, not too much to worry, as long as you're not right in the crest. If you can slide through there when you're, on the easy part of the wave, it's not very bad. I might even try it again someday, but I was just lucky enough to get the right wave and head in there. And then the paddling back out is pretty easy through the pier or just alongside the pillars. So I was getting all lefts. In fact, I didn't get a single right today, but all the lefts took me right into the pier, and then I'd paddle out pretty easy. And towards the beginning, when I first got there was a seal and a dolphin together playing in the water, which was very odd. I never see those two together. And so the seal kind of stuck around for a little bit, but then the dolphin kind of swam off after a few minutes. And I was paddling for a wave, and I could have swore I heard the seal tell me he's going to take the right, but I didn't see him in the wave, so I think he just was bluffing. So that seal lasted a couple more minutes, then he swam off as well. So overall, it was just glassy. There was no wind that I could feel. It was pretty smooth, and there were little peaks everywhere. So there was a lot of people, but they were spread out because it wasn't just breaking in one spot. They were breaking all along, 100-yard, distance, I guess you can call it, from the pier south. And then I looked through to the north side, and there weren't very many people over there, but it wasn't quite as peaky as it was on the south side. So I was able to get some really good drops and race down the line. I didn't do a lot of real big turns because I was always trying to stay ahead of the break. So I was just trying to get speed. And that's what it was like. So I'm pretty pumped. I think I'm still pushing a little bit of adrenaline through my body. So that's probably why I'm talking a little bit faster than normal. But the weather was good. The water is not bad. I mean, it's 60s. It kind of fluctuates from the low 61 to 63, and it kind of bounces up and down. We did get a 64 a little while ago, and then it kind of went cooler. Now it's going back up again. So we're at the very end of May. Tomorrow is June, and I'm hoping that maybe the weather pays attention to the seasons and starts acting like the June it should be. So hopefully the water will start warming up. The waves have been really good over the last couple of days. They haven't been really that big, but they've been really, peaky. In other words, you can go left and right on them. And I was taking all the lefts I can get. There was a right that came to me, but as I started to paddle for it, somebody already had it. So I just stuck to my lefts. And last wave was a good left, took me all the way in. So, I mean, and you can stand up because the tide is so low that it's not usual Huntington where you fall off and you can't touch the bottom. Today you could, which is, good and bad. There's stingrays down there, so you don't want to do that on a regular basis. Just saw a guy catch a stingray on the pier over the weekend. He's reeling it in and flipping and flopping around. Very scary to get the hook out because you don't want him to sting you. So lucky it wasn't me. He seemed to know what he was doing. He pulled it out and threw it back in the water, and then it kind of floated around for a little bit, and then it kind of swam away. So that was it. A pretty good day today. No real sun, overcast, but there was almost a mist in the air because it was so humid. It wasn't raining, but you can feel the water in the air. And it's supposed to be that way tomorrow as well. And then after that, it's supposed to heat up, and there's supposed to be a swell come in by the weekend. And so we will see if that happens. But until then, I think we'll just stick with what we can get because it's been so intermittent. But got some good waves today. Pretty psyched. Like I said, they were all lefts. I think I only crashed once, and that was only because I was trying so hard to keep up with the wave, and I didn't make it, and it kind of caught me a little off balance, and the board went one way, and I went the other way. And I tumbled a bit, but wasn't bad. Never really had to duck dive all that much. A couple of 3 waves, I think, the whole day. The rest of the time, I just paddled out alongside the pier, and that's the easiest. So there you have it. So until tomorrow, we'll see what happens. It should be good tomorrow. I hope. Until then, if you're a surfer, get out there. If you're not, don't start. It's crowded. Sharks out there. Stingrays. Just kidding. So until tomorrow, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get back on our regular surfing schedule. And maybe I'll shoot the pier again. Who knows? Don't tell Nancy, though. She might get mad if she knows I tried to shoot through the pier. All right. Check out our sponsors, nappyclothing.com, Task Bullet, Swing Easy Hammocks, and WordPress. Dan Nappy. Elephant in the Room is the book. It's completed. It's online. All of it. I'm going to probably expand it in the future a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Until then, thanks for listening. Bye.